After Batman puts his training to the test against the Brank's guards, he is detained. Nonetheless, Ione congratulates him. There has never been anyone who could take that many of them. However, she brings bad news to Bruce. It seems Captain Cyan has declared that the cells are too crowded for his liking. Tomorrow, they will be sent on a spacewalk, without suits. She looks at Batman and apologizes. He may not be able to go back to his love after all. As she looks at the ceiling, she remembers her own time when she fell in love years ago. She tells the story of how she left her planet to become a storm chaser. She was good at it. One day, she picked up a runaway, like she had done hundreds of times before. However, the transport was a long one, and after a few light years together, she somehow caught feelings. Eventually, she did her job, dropping him off on the Warstorm ship before leaving for her next mission. But midway through endless space, everything felt cold and lonesome. She finishes by telling Batman that when she went back for him a year later, she was told he died the same day she dropped him off, fried in the storm stacks. She tells Bruce that the reason she is a prisoner is because Sin knew she was coming to steal one of his prisoners and took her as a replacement. Like I told you, Batman, love always gets you killed. Bruce lowers his gaze and replies, I am Batman. It won't be love that gets me killed. As he slips out of the cuffs, he looks at Ione with determination. And it damn sure won't be today. In seconds, a revolt begins, with Batman and Ione in charge, leading the prisoners against the guards to escape. Ione kicks one of the guards, takes his gun, and fires at them. Batman reminds her not to kill, but Ione laughs, replying to relax. Not everyone in this galaxy dies with a bullet in their head. Meanwhile, Punchbot enters the weatherman cabin, saying he has come to service the circuit. The weatherman looks down at him, saying he is a mere rundown Punchbot and not supposed to be there. Without hesitation, Punchbot punches him in the face, knocking him out cold. Through the communication devices, Punchbot tells Batman that the path is clear and the storm has been disabled. Batman asks where he is now and if he can reach the hangar. Bang! The echo of the bullet through Punchbot's metal freezes Batman for a second, and he immediately runs. Ione looks at him, unable to believe he is going after a damn bot. At the same time, the rest of the prisoners pressure Ione to leave, to forget about him. She replies that if it weren't for that man, they would all be walking in space by now, so they wait. Batman runs at full speed, taking down every enemy in his path. In seconds, Captain Cyan appears and attacks him, but this time, Batman is prepared, evading the attack. As Punchbot bleeds through his circuits, Ione calls for the engines to fire up. She can no longer wait. Batman fights Captain Sin with everything he has, but it isn't enough. Sin grabs him by the neck, opens the hatch, and throws him into space. As he holds his breath, he wonders if Ione was able to escape. Cyan watches him through the monitors as the ship takes off. Suddenly, a pod is launched. One of the weathermen tells Captain Sin it was sent from an unknown location, but there is no life form aboard. Sin is furious and orders them to shoot it down immediately. Meanwhile, connected to the mainframe, Punchbot, nearly out of power, sends a final message to Bruce. Thank you, Batman, for teaching Punchbot how to punch back.